So while the theater's website stated no one is excluded, promotional material made it clear that white theatergoers are not welcome. So it's not like I said, hey man, just let you know this is going to be about the black experience. We're going to be talking about, this and that when it comes to, being black in the UK. So there may be some things that you may not be able to understand or whatever. But to say that they aren't welcome, that's a whole different ballgame. That's a whole different conversation that we got to have as a people, as a congregation, as a society. White theatergoers urged not to attend play aimed at black audiences. Now, this is in London, I believe. And pretty much they're doing a production. It is a one-off, so I'm guessing like just a one-day event or a one-day play, whatever they want to call it. And pretty much what they're saying is they want this free from the white gaze. So they don't want, not gays, as in like gay, but like gays. So Gaze. Just for anybody that's confused on that. I have a big problem with this because I've spoken ad nauseum before about how I don't agree even on college campuses here in America where they talk about, what do they call it, white free spaces or white free zones or whatever they call them. I'm not a big fan of this whole seclusion and segregation, all this other shit. But it seems like we're getting closer and closer to that in certain avenues of life, i.e. college, i.e. over in London, theater. So this comes from, I believe, the Telegraph here on MSN.com. A theater has urged white people not to attend a play, arguing that its audience should be free from the white gaze. The theater, Royal Stratford East in East London, said that white visitors should not come and watch a performance of Tambo and Bones on July 5th. Organizers said that they are hosting the one-off blackout event to create a safe, private space for an all-black identifying audience to explore racial-related issues. So, I'm just out right here for a second and just say this. If you're going to have a quote-unquote blackout event, safe, private space for an all-black identifying audience, why are you going to do it at a theater that is for all audiences? First of all. Second of all, I just personally don't believe in having a quote-unquote blackout event. An event excluding people from other races. Now, from the town that I come from, we had this thing called an African American Festival. I believe they still have it. We had it every year. There were white people that would be there. You would see Middle Eastern people that would be there. Hispanics that would be there. People of all types of backgrounds that were welcome. Was it mainly for African Americans? Yeah. But we didn't exclude people from it. We didn't say, ho, 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 whoa, white person. You can't come over here and enjoy the African experiences that we're sharing. Nobody ever said that. We never excluded people from a festival. So why over in East London are we sitting here having to witness these people tell anybody who isn't black that they cannot attend an event? So while the theater's website stated no one is excluded, promotional material made it clear that white theatergoers are not welcome. So it's not like I said, hey man, just let you know this is going to be about the black experience. We're going to be talking about, this and that when it comes to, being black, I guess, in the UK. So there may be some things that you may not be able to understand or whatever the fuck, which that's a whole rabbit hole in itself. But to say that they aren't welcome, that's a whole different fucking ballgame. That's a whole different fucking conversation that we got to have as a people, as a congregation, as a society, community, whatever you want to call it. But I've been saying for the past few years at this point We all have to come together for what is coming next. Because what's coming next, this whole AI bullshit, it's not segregating races. It's not segregating sexualities or genders. No. It's coming for all of us. It's going to separate humans and hybrids and robots. That's it. A description for the show read, a blackout night is purposeful. Is the purposeful creation of an environment in which an all-black identifying audience can experience and discuss an event in the performing arts, film, and cultural spaces free from the white gaze. Again, I don't understand what they're talking about free from the white gaze. Well, we don't want any white people to have any kind of insight on this. Again, where the fuck are you coming from? Because eventually, and this is what I just, I didn't just get done talking about it because I made the video like months ago. With that Umar video that I released, I remember me saying in that video, like, fam, this dude was talking all this shit on people that aren't black, but yet when he needed black people to help support his cause, to help get the construction done on his quote-unquote school that he's doing, guess what happened? He couldn't rely. He told on himself and told on the black people that was trying to help him. He was like, man, these black people ain't getting it done for me. They ain't getting this shit done on time. Now I have to outsource outside the black community and go to somebody else to get shit done, to get the construction done. But everybody is going to have to pitch in to make this work. So the fact that we're still having conversations about black, quote unquote, black spaces and keeping white people out, and we're not even talking about black spaces anymore, we're talking about an actual public theater. Festus, whatever the fuck, strongly urged the theater and the play's director to cancel its blacked out event. Society is richer and stronger when an understanding of each other's cultures and stories are shared and heard, he said. However, I believe the blackout concept runs contrary to its education and enrichment ethos. Fam, bars. He added, as a lover of theater performances, I like this one. Hamilton being a recent one I attended, it was a great experience being able to share this with people of all races and cultures. That's the most important part, man. That's why I don't understand when people say, oh, this is going to be made for modern audiences. We're going to remake Lion King. It's going to be all CGI and we're going to call it live action. It's going to be modernized. All they did was remake Lion King, literally almost word for word, bar for bar, and just put a bunch of black actors and actresses and singers in it. And slap the Lion King name on it. Despite its majority black or visibly ethnic minority cast, I would not have watched it if it had a blackout performance. If had it been a blackout, a quote unquote blackout performance. So basically, if they labeled it, hey, no white people can go see this, it needs to be free from the white gaze, he wouldn't have enjoyed it. He wouldn't have even watched it. And I don't blame him. I 100% support what this guy is saying. This also sets a poor and dangerous precedent, in my view, and is not something I would support. I would strongly urge the organizers of this to seriously reconsider their decision in light of the message it sends and the precedent it sets. Now, they need to listen to this dude. They need to listen to old Festus. Because it seems like to me he's the only person in this entire fucking situation that has any kind of authority or pull that actually has some fucking common sense, that actually has a brain in this situation. And it's saying, look, I'm not saying you can't make stuff that's supposed to be, I guess I wouldn't say targeted, but to where your audience is probably going to be majority black. And he even gave a great example. He was like Hamilton. Where the cast is mostly black. And guess what? It didn't have to have this whole, oh, this is made for black people, or oh, this is modernized, or oh, this is, no white people can go see it. No. It's shared, and let me go back. I'm going to highlight this for y'all. Of all races and cultures, we're seeing it in the colleges. We're seeing it now in theaters, playhouses. I don't want this to get worse. I don't want it to get to the point where we are literally segregating ourselves in society in all these different places. And now you don't even know where to go, where you can't go, I don't want to get to that kind of society. But it seems like that is where we're not even, I don't want to say we're accidentally putting ourselves there, but I feel like in a way we're putting ourselves there and not even knowing that we're putting ourselves and segregating ourselves as a society, whether it's by race, whether it's by sexuality, whether it's by fucking gender, even though there's only two genders. But we have a lot of people that think that there's more than two genders. You're always going to have somebody that's going to disagree. You're always going to have people that are going to say, hey, you know what? We do think that we should be able to do this and blah, blah, blah. But at some point, we have to have a level head and say, yo, you guys are making a bonehead decision. And I feel like the theater, even though on the website it's saying, oh yeah, this is for all audiences. But apparently on the brochures and on the posters and apparently from the fucking director and the cast, they're saying, no, this is for only black people. This needs to be free from the white gaze. Anyways, man, I don't know. Maybe I'm overreacting, but I feel like this is just idiotic. It is a ridiculous fucking precedent. And this Festus guy, he hit the nail right on the head. I don't really have too much to add to what he said. He said it exactly perfectly, man, and even gave a better example than I gave with The Lion King. So make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe. Let me know in the comments, am I overreacting? It's your boy Corn.